If September 3rd is your birthday, this one's for you. But this is an interesting message here. This couple, you'd think maybe is a great union, right? You have two cups, the queen, the king. They both seem to be in their correct positions. And however, they're looking away from each other. And also, when very typically this combination can be a bit on the explosive side. It can be volatile in certain circumstances. And now when you see this connected with the Ten of Wands, we get into a very sort of hairy situation here, because one of these two people is carrying the relationship, so to speak. Each one of these staffs in this person's hand is another thing that they're carrying in order that the other doesn't, or because they can't. Now that's not sustainable. Eventually either it's going to become too heavy and you won't be able to carry it any longer, and then it's too late to do anything about it, or you begin to resent. The idea of the Ten of Wands is it's willful. Yes, it is a big burden and it's heavy, but it's a choice. And it's typically a warning to not overextend oneself. But in this case, it's actually much more than that, because there's an emotional void that's not being filled. And at the same time, you're being asked to do these things that it's starting to become clear to you that is uneven. It's not balanced. It's not fair or correct. And ultimately unsustainable. So you have to have the internal conversation here about the why. Why do you carry these wands? Are you afraid they won't love you or like you? Do you feel like it's your obligation because of some sense of honor or duty to this person for some reason? Whatever the reason is, I think is more important, because once you figure that out, you can decide, is this behavior that I need to continue, or am I just wasting my time here and not being fulfilled, right? So that's an important question to ask. That said, though, this is one of these situations that is almost self-perpetual. It won't change unless you change it. And the 10 is not sustainable. So basically, the end is up to you, right? Whether this ends poorly and you're left in a very bad position, or you have the conversation and you insist that there be some level of balance between the give and the take. And if that happens, this can happen where the two switch essentially and they're facing each other, which is a very different circumstance. Okay, so if you have any questions about your particular circumstance, you can give me a call or a voicemail at that number, or a text message, or a direct mail or email. And I'll be happy to discuss that with you, and we can see maybe are there some dynamics here that we can insert into the situation that'll help flip this, okay? Otherwise, we'll see you next time, and you have a great day. Happy birthday.